Thursday night, without me even knowing, because like I'm new to all this shit, I get a message from Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block. And the first initial message, which I didn't see till 2 days later, was, dude, check your comments. Sydney Sweeney responded to your video. It's really her. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Greenfields podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z-Bird. Zydel with me, as always, is Polish Hill Kenny.
Z-Bird, what's happening? Hello, Eagleton.
So I know we haven't been on for a while. I actually changed the name of the Instagram to Mike Zydel Comedy. We're still going to do the podcast, still Greenfields Finest podcast, but it's just going in a different, that page is just going to be going in a different direction, Got a lot of stuff going on. Today, actually, just finished up talking with the people at the Improv. So I'm, for the first time ever, it's all I ever want to do is headline the Improv. I'm going to be headlining my man.
Big moves.
Yeah, I'm going to be headlining the Improv. It's going to be on Wednesday, October 14th. So by the time this comes out, the ticket link will be up. I'm asking you this because if you're coming, buy the tickets right away, because what they do is they have they work out a deal. And if you don't have so many tickets sold, they start papering the room, which means they give away free tickets. I don't think I should have any trouble getting to a certain number. I just would, if I can get people to buy tickets right away, it'll be a big stress relief. And it just shows the Improv, they'll want to invest in me more. That's just all guards. If you go in there and you sell a lot of tickets off the bat, it shows them we might have something here with this guy, and it's just a good look. And so as soon as they come out, I ask if you support me and support the podcast, scoop them up. If you're new here and you find us through Instagram, it's this podcast, we do it every other week. We used to do it every week. We had to cut it back a little bit, but we were out of commission. Shit kept coming up. And then surely one guy on here, he's our main man. His mother-in-law passed. So last week we went to the funeral home, and that's why we couldn't do the show on last Tuesday, but we got right back to it. And then Shuley's still taking care of stuff with that, and Rosario got stuff going on at home. So he's with his pool and stuff, so he wasn't able to make it tonight. So, but that's all good. Me and Kenny are here. So yeah, that'll be coming out. Really gonna first thing we're talking about is the Sydney Sweeney thing. Cause everyone's asking me, and it's hard to text it to people and explain. So I'm gonna give you the exact story of what happened. So about 3 weeks ago, me and Shuley are in the parking lot. We came here to do the podcast. The fire alarm goes off. Mm-hmm. Me and Shuley walk back down to the car, and I said, fuck it, I'm going to make this video. I was going to do it anyway. So I start making the video. Hey, what's going on, everybody? So, yeah, I knew this was going to happen sooner or later. So last night I'm in bed. Berta's there, rolls over. She's like, you know what I was just thinking of? I'm like, what, Berta? She was like, what happens if you make these videos and, girls start to message you? I was like, Bird, I'm 45 years old, 5'5". I'm a landscaper. I'm going bald. I work 2 jobs because I'm trying to pay off your little rascal scooter and all the bullshit you buy on Amazon Prime that's lavender and French toast scented. So I don't think any chicks are knocking on the door. She was like, well, what if they do? And I'm like, what are you saying? Sydney Sweeney is going to knock on the door hey, I seen your little video about the bridge and I think you're so hot. I was just wondering if you'd come clean out my grease trap. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry, Sydney Sweeney. I would love to clean out your grease trap. I honestly would. But I have a wonderful wife upstairs, Berta, who has the gout, and she has a little Lego foot, so I will not be able to clean out your grease trap.
We did talk about the grease trap.
Last
podcast.
In the video, in the one part, I mentioned Sydney Sweeney. I'm like, oh, Berta's worried about me and all these chicks, blah, blah. And then I mentioned, what she thinks going to happen. Sydney Sweeney's going to come knocking at the door, oh my God, you're so hot. I just thought I was wondering if you'd come clean out my grease trap. So this was on Tuesday night. I put the video out right away. So that was on Tuesday night. Thursday night, without me even knowing, because I'm new to all this shit, I get a message from Joey McIntyre from New Kids on the Block. So he messages me, which is fucking crazy. And his first initial message, which I didn't see till 2 days later, was, dude, check your comments. Sydney Sweeney responded to your video. It's really her. Low key, I might have shared your post with a friend of hers. LOL. My buddy's from Pittsburgh, so I was drawn to your post that way initially. So Sydney Sweeney gets the video. Obviously, Team Sweeney thought the video was hilarious. They loved it. So Sydney Sweeney comments back, hey, I saw your video by the bridge. I think you're so hot. I was just wondering if you'd clean out my grease trap. Oh, tell Barb I said hi. So, like, that was great. So then, I sent a response to Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney, I appreciate you so much making the offer to let me clean out your grease trap. In all honesty, you probably have one of the nicest grease traps in the United States of America. Not only that, you're one of the most successful, beautiful women in the whole entire world. But the only thing is, there's Berta. And I know she might have the gout, and I know her one foot's missing, and in its place is a little Lego foot. And I know she smells like buffalo chicken dip, and she spends all my money on Amazon Prime on lavender-scented bullshit candles. But I love her, Sydney. You made my week with your comment. But I hope we can remain friends, and I'm going to have to say no for now. But I hope you have a great day. Thank you, Sydney Sweeney. She posted the response to her story, which on my thing, it got like 3.1 million views. So that whole thing like triggered me, like getting like invited, triggered this like whole improv thing. So it was like huge.
I think one of my favorite parts of it is like when you watch the video, it's almost like an offhanded name. Like it felt like you picked it kind of out of the ether.
Yeah.
And somehow it got to her and it blew up. You responded to her. She posted it on her account. That video got like 3-point-something million views.
Yeah.
Like the power of the internet, sometimes it comes through.
He was like, no, I saw it. I'm like, Z-Bird fucking around. Like, I didn't realize it. I'm like, wait, this is real. I was just getting ready to text him something. And then he called me like, dude, did you see it? I was like, dude, this is awesome.
Just imagine time traveling back to Z-Bird whenever he first watched Euphoria and her scenes, and it's like, Z-Bird, one day this girl's going to respond to you.
And like, everyone was calling me like, is it AI? Is it I'm like, dude, I swear to God, it's not AI. You could go on there, check it, and see like where the comment was at, and like click on it and see 26 million. You know what I mean? Like, it was 100%. It was her, you know? So that was all pretty cool. And dude, it like helped me out tremendously. And like, to think that it all came from Joey McIntyre.
Another random person on the list of like celebrities.
Yeah.
Right. Like, dude, it come from fucking him. It's just like the whole thing was just nuts. And then I like did a podcast, and then the dude, I did Bill Crawford's part. He's like, dude, will you come back on and talk about this? You know what I mean? I'm like, yeah.
It was so interesting watching you on a podcast where you got beeped all the time versus this show where we kind of just let it fly.
Yeah. And like the weird thing, like I didn't get like, if he'd have said something to me before the thing, I would have like tried to watch what I said more.
I think
sometimes
I think it works.
Make it funny.
Yeah, I think it works. And it wouldn't be you. You know, you have to be authentic, Z-Bird.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I was just like, you know, like I was watching, it was like beep, makes me seem like I said fuck it. I mean, I guess
watching Jerry
I did say it a lot more than I'm like, oh, I did say it a ton on air. And that's the other thing too about making content is like,
got to come up with a clean 5 minutes for the Tonight Show.
Yeah,
you know?
Well, that like
if it's still on,
stuff that where I've like used words like grease trap and stuff like that, they've done so much better than like if I've actually sweared. Like it was weird the stuff they flag on there, like Viagra, like they'll like flag Viagra, like
what's that? Because commercial? Like,
no, they're just saying it's sexual. No, it's all like it's sexual.
So many words will get censored.
So you can
or
get
you
away
have to
with
remove
blue
letters.
Right.
You could say
like,
blue pills,
comments.
but not Viagra.
Right, dude, it's crazy.
So silly.
I would say almost. I got a little bit of money from Facebook, but like almost all my videos are flagged, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like I thought, like how are people supposed to make like content?
I thought this was America.
Like I was like
free speech.
Like, and I see like now like the content that like thrives, and there are people that are like clean and are really funny and stuff like. That's just ain't who I am. Like, I'm gonna swear, I'm gonna say whatever's on, like I'm thinking. And to me, it's just like, oh man, this is bullshit. And like, some of it's not even dirty. Like, they flag anything.
Unfortunately, with social media now, and again, I don't know everything, but it looks like you can get views, but the views don't necessarily make the money. It's the audience you build, and then like whether you sell T-shirts or direct them to your website or other places.
It's all about the traffic and shit.
Yeah, you get the attention. It's like the billboard might not make you that much money, but it gets you the exposure for people to go look up your things. Clickbait. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and I mean, that's like now, like people are like, you go sell merch, and I'm like, yeah, like I will, like people were like, you should sell them Sydney Sweeney shirts.
Oh, I just pictured grease trap inspector because it's so clean, no one knows what. Like,
right.
You being the linguist that you are, grease trap. Has that ever been used as a term?
No, dude, I
or
honestly,
are you the one that coined that?
I honestly thought of that night.
I don't think I've ever heard that before.
I've never said it.
It's like the best. It's the best clean description.
I've never even thought about it until that night, and I was like, yeah, clean out your grease trap, and like.
That's the shirt right there.
Right.
Yeah.
Clean out your grease trap.
Yeah. And then I was like, man, it was just all. I mean, like
69.
Now Z-Bird has to start naming like actresses that are adjacent to porn in almost every video that he does, and just see what happens.
I don't think. I don't think
people's career. You always promoted the DV morning show. Now you're helping out this actress Sydney Sweeney, getting her all kind of clicks and shit. You're very humble, Z-Bird. You're helping people out all along the way.
Yeah, I thought we were recording, and I think she deleted my comment or deleted her comment. I'm like, that caught me like befuddled.
Maybe it's a lover's scorn, Z-Bird. You said you wouldn't clean out her grease tap. You
didn't respond.
That was like the biggest thing that ever happened to me in my life.
She said, I needed you to clean out my grease trap, yet my grease trap remains dry. Unclean. It still greasy. It remains greasy, yeah.
She took that down. I mean, there's no way Instagram would have took that down.
We'll see. Maybe, just maybe, she might be at the Improv on October 14th. Buy her tickets. You never know who's going to come.
Cage match, her versus Burtis.
But the good thing about it is it happened weeks ago. Like everyone's seen it, and they were like, but people still were coming up to me like, oh, is that? Because if people aren't like hip to like social media, which I'm not like super like, and you just see something. Everyone said to me like they're when I said it to them, the screenshot they thought it was AI, and then they went on there. They're like, no, it was real. They were talking about it literally on every morning show. I got a phone call. People were like, they were talking about it on every morning show radio station. Like Sydney Sweeney responded. And I was like, and at first I like responded with like a message. And I'm like, nah, I deleted that. I was like, respond with a video. I never thought in a million years she'd reply
to the reply.
Yeah,
you thought one was good.
Yeah,
take another swing.
I will say, I think you nailed the response video where you just stuck with
how many times
personality.
Did you type something and then type something else and redo it before you actually sent what you sent? The response, like, oh my god,
the response was like. The response I did was just two takes.
Yeah.
But the typing was probably like 30 times. I'm like sitting there thinking.
You knew what you wanted to say.
But I'm like, that's stupid. That's stupid. That's stupid. And then I'm like, you just go and make a little video. And I'm so glad I did. So I wouldn't have made a video. She would have never reposted it to her story.
Yeah.
Which makes her super cool for doing that for me. You know what I mean?
And look at the bump we got locally. Like you got like 3,000+ followers, maybe even more out of that.
Yeah.
Because that video. Like
dude,
that's big.
We probably should have did a podcast the very next Tuesday.
Yeah. The crazy thing was like I started making videos and then like we had like nothing on Instagram. Like it was like 2,000 people, maybe. I don't know. And it's up to almost, it's like 8,500 now. And it's like, I'm just going to keep hammering away, like making videos.
Not all of them will be bangers, but you just keep doing it. And then you wait for the next one to take off.
Yeah.
Now, are you okay? Like when you're making movies and shit 10 years from now, whatever, people are still going to be calling you the grease trap guy. Like what's his name? Is the pie fucker?
Yeah.
You're okay with this. Like you're stuck with that now. The grease trap guy.
Zebra getting an Academy Award.
We recorded here at Butler Street Derby. It's been crazy. Like I'm not exaggerating. I'd say on like a Friday, Saturday night, 15 to 20 people easily come like, oh my God, look who the Sydney Sweeney guy. I'm like, yeah, that's me. And then like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, yeah, can we get a picture? I'm like, yeah. And the weird thing is like, they never tagged me in them. So like, that's when I switched the name over to Mike Zydel Comedy because I'm like, people were like asking me like, what's your Instagram? And I'm like, Greenfield. They were like asking. I was like, this is too much. Because like, it just didn't make sense what was going on that page.
Like Z Corp.
Yeah.
Z Corp.
because I was like, dude, we didn't really post that much here. And like the clips, like I'm starting to realize, like watching, I watch a lot more clips now. Like it's like podcast clips in general, unless you have like some celebrity on there, they just don't do well.
They have to be pretty outlandish or a guest, and then it just comes down to like having clips of the podcast is great, but if most of your audience are people that watch the podcast,
they just watch it or
could
just share
the clips could get people to your podcast, but making extra content, things that are almost like a little side piece, it makes people keep watching your stuff, and they'll think like, oh, hey, I haven't watched the podcast in a while. Maybe I'll go check that out.
Yeah, I mean, I hope, I'm like thinking of like revamping the whole thing, like just
Mike and the Zydels.
No, I don't even go that far, but like, just it wouldn't be like named after me, but just like something else. And it's like, because like, I don't know, because like we did Greenfield for so long, and it just went like as far as it could go. Like I feel like it honestly plateaued, and then like when Jack left and everything like that, it was like it literally like we've like just lost momentum, and I feel like we have momentum now. And it's like now, like maybe after the beginning of the year, like try to like not really change much about the podcast, but just like rename it. You know what I mean? Like we're like a rebranding. Yeah, like more
Grease Trap.
Because like Greenfield's Fives podcast is great for people in Greenfield, but like, and if you're like, you know what Greenfield is, but like, if you're like someone from anywhere else, you don't. You know, I mean, I don't even want to name it nothing. Pittsburgh. Like I just almost want to name it like something just like, you know, I don't know,
the Stank Show.
Yeah, just something like, you know, like where people might want. But then again, like what podcasts really do that well that like people, you know, there's not like some famous people or they have like some great catchy like thing like this.
Well, good thing we don't have that problem anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we got nothing but stars on this.
Yeah, like I think like we could legit start a grease trap cleaning business. We could start a Bother Street Derby cleaning it through grease trap. You know, I know bars. You know, you never know. We just got legit. It don't have to be comedy. Yeah. You already got the landscape, and in the winter you could do the fucking cleaning the grease traps.
Yeah. Like, I mean, the improv thing, like all this to come out of that, like it was just crazy. And like to think that like a guy was on the verge of like giving up on everything. Like I'm done with this, I'm done with that. I did that one comedy show and 8 people showed up, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? And then, dude, I literally made that video to one day, and it got 120,000 views. And I'm like, I got lucky, and I made another one that did well. And I'm like, maybe I should have been doing this the whole time. But like, you don't think of it. You just, it just happens when it's supposed to happen.
Yeah, exactly. And now just keep chipping away at it. Obviously, it doesn't have to be every day, but just don't give yourself too big of a gap. Just, you know, even if you're just collecting those couple thousand views here and there.
I think, I mean, dude, I've been hitting like 2 or 3 a day.
Oh, you've been killing it, man.
Yeah. So I mean, like, I think pretty much I don't have a routine, but like, that's what I'm working my way into. Like, I need to have, you know, and they tell you when your audience is on, and like, I got a thing from TikTok to use these tools, like the TikTok.
What time to do shit?
Well, yeah, it's the TikTok studio thing. It's like you pay for it, but then like you go out, like I got put into the thing because like I started TikTok. I literally had like 62 fucking viewers I followed. Now it's up to like $6,000 in a month, and that's pretty good. So they notice that, and they're like, you know, you're climbing up while you're doing this. You know, you have access to this, and this. So I'm like, all right. And, you know, I had to fill out the monetization thing for them. But, yeah, Instagram you make no money off of. I find like Instagram pays the least, but it has the most traffic. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, what am I really?
You catch the right algorithm, you get right in the right thing. They put you up first and everything. Who knows how it works?
That's like if you click on the Sydney Sweeney,
you know what you do, you catch it. That's it.
If you click on a Sydney Sweeney, if you
grease traps left and right,
or if you Google who did Sydney Sweeney respond to in Pittsburgh about grease, it'll come up Mike Zydel.
Yeah.
So it's good. I mean, that's crazy.
It's in the history books, man.
Yeah. We So that's how that all happened, and like, you know, that's where we're at with it. So, you know, that was a pretty cool moment. Shout out to them. Pittsburgh news. We got this happened weeks ago. A McKee Sport, that's right, we haven't been here in a while. A McKee Sport family's beloved pet emu, Barb, was killed after 2 neighbor pit bulls broke through the fencing, chased her down a back alley, and mauled her to death. The family says the dogs had previously killed. So like the same dogs killed chickens that this family had, and like
I can't get over there's an emu in fucking McKeesport.
There's like I think 6+.
Yeah, the dude he breeds them.
Oh, well,
yeah,
even still.
But right, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Can you imagine watching that run down the street?
Like you'd be like, "Come on, like, did I just see that?"
But the crazy thing is, they were like, the lady was like, "My dogs never get out. They never hurt anybody." They're like, they said they killed chickens last year. Yeah, they did. It's like, well, yeah, they do get out and they do kill stuff. You know, like
shit like this. Pit bull is a bad name.
I'm just surprised how big the dogs look compared to the emu, where it looks like lions are chasing after like a safari video.
Yeah,
it kind of does. You're right.
Yeah.
Well, like, and the thing is, like dogs aren't bad. You know what I mean? But like, you got to keep your animals locked up. I mean, you know, but also it's a weird situation to have an emu, you know, and other animals next to like chickens and. You know, usually don't have.
How's the emu too? They're running down the fucking street.
From what
the emu ain't locked up.
From what I understood, the dogs broke a hole in the fence,
okay.
But the emu actually didn't go off the hole. Apparently, the emu jumped the fence, and the dogs chased it. So the owners of the emu were saying, like, "Oh, maybe he was trying to distract from the younger emus," and so the dogs chased
sacrifice.
Yeah. So it's an emu.
Who knows? There's shit in his pants. These 2 things are broken in there and trying to fucking kill me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, if a coyote gets your email, emu, you know, act of God.
Yeah.
But like the neighbors' pit bulls that are all, you know.
That's a faulty electric fence.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
I mean, I think.
Turn it on. Got cut off in McKeesport.
I think something exciting is going on right now. Obviously, Pittsburgh, Mike McCarthy, sword training camp, everything like that. Mm-hmm. Training camp is one of the things that you're always going to hear all the good stuff. You're never going to hear the bad stuff, you know, or if there is any bad stuff. I will say this, though. Up at training camp, it does seem like from what every report's come back, it's way more structured. Like it's way more like the dudes can't. It's not like I was never at training camp. I never played for the Steelers, so like I don't know exactly how Tomlin ran it, but they said like McCarthy runs it to a T, and supposedly like Drew Aller, which could be, I think it's a lot of local bullshit hype. Is just like blowing everyone out of the water. And I'm like, all right, dude. You know what I mean? Like what happened to Will Howard? Will Howard was so great like 2 months ago. What, he sucks now all of a sudden? Like, I don't know. I thought Will Howard had a real chance to be the Steelers' next quarterback. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I feel like the media, like, it's like they don't have nothing to talk about. So they just like make shit up or exaggerate stories.
See that?
Well, even some of McCarthy's.
The training camp, that took a lot of good stuff on some idiots fighting up there.
Dude, that was great. I mean, like, and it's the thing was, like, you see like the same type of people fighting for autographs off athletes all the time. Mm-hmm. I know someone who that's all they do is they go around, chase down athletes and like try to get autographs off them. Then, like, you know, when they do those signings and things like that, they won't go to that. They'll try to catch him the night before. They'll find him in a bar. They know, like, hey, man, could you sign this? Could you sign? And he's like,
they don't have to get it for free.
Right. Or they'll be like, I'll give you $100 right now. You know, like, so stop. But it's like, and then you'll see it on eBay. But like, who were they getting autographs off? I mean, like, dude, like, literally, like not like knocking anyone, but like, unless you're getting Aaron Rodgers or TJ Watt to sign something, there's no one on that team.
Yeah, they're basically banking on.
Well, that's like a future. Yeah, you're hoping somebody makes it. I got this before he was famous.
Right. I mean, but like, you know, like most of them autographs, you'll take them and sell, like, they'll go on autographs on football, and what it would cost to get it authenticated costs more than it's even worth.
Yeah.
So it's like you're going to get like a $7 profit. And, you know, a lot of them dudes now will not go over to an adult and sign an autograph. Just will not. I think that's a good thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't blame him for that. It's a kid thing. It's especially like training camp or something.
Right.
You know, bring the kids up, get them in love with the game and shit, like the sports guys.
Right.
Come on, you big fucking baby. Like, it is for the kids. Like,
right.
There's some dudes, like you said, it'll stomp on a kid to get in front of them and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
knock a kid over.
Scalpers
Like,
are gonna start having to hire child actors.
Yeah.
Just come out and get all their ass.
we probably do.
Well, dude, the thing, a big thing was there was a guy. This happened with sports cards back during COVID. So you couldn't go, and you can only get so many from the store because like scalpers were going in, buying up all the sports cards, reselling them for a crazy amount of profit. So I knew a guy who knew a handicapped person who would go into Target, and if you're handicapped, you could get in early during COVID. So they would take the handicapped person. The only thing they do is they fucking clear out the sports cards.
Yeah.
I mean, that
So
was
that's
like,
the first things that go before you could even get in.
yeah. So like I seen them coming out one day. I'm like, this is such bullshit.
How much you overcharging me? Let me get a box.
Well,
To start doing that.
well, I was like, I mean, people like would see him like, oh my god. I thought, and because they were handicapped, they didn't put a limit on it, and they literally bought all the good boxes. So like, what might not seem like a big deal, like, oh, they only bought $400 or like $600 worth of cards. What's the big deal? On the market, after they got done selling, they probably profited $4,000 from that one stop. And then every store got restocked on a different day. So you had the same people hitting this, like knowing exactly what stores they hit. You could never get the cards.
Is it still a lottery with the cards? Like you don't know which box is good? Like they bought the sports cards. Yeah. So it's still like the mystery box.
But
they could say this box been open out of this thing, so that card's still out there. So that's how you make it. You got to know the game. But that's how they make the money after so many people open the cards and the boxes and shit. So how long till you showed up with crutches to get in?
Yeah, I know. Dude, but like it was this is like a little bit off topic, but it was weird. Like I said something on the thing the one day. I was like, hey man, if you ever need to talk to anyone, feel free to reach out to me on a messenger. I'll do my best to return your message. And like I've gotten like a lot of messages from people. Like a lot of messages on Facebook, some on Instagram. Just been getting a lot. And like I'm telling you right now, I don't mind. You know what I mean? Like if you're a person and you're messaging me because you're like down in the dumps or it's about recovery or something, on TikTok, whatever, I don't mind. So you're not bothering me. It might take me a second to get back to you or whatever, or point you in the right direction, or if you just need a friend. But don't ever be shy to message me.
Z-Corp's there.
Z-Bird is here for the people.
Yeah, I go like I'm saying that like I have a girlfriend that I'm absolutely in love with. It's my whole life. I don't want like I'm not asking like, and it ain't like chicks are messaging me anyway. But it's just like I'm not looking for chicks. But if it was like chick messaging me, I'd try to like say you should probably go here and talk to this person. But it's been all guys. You know what I mean? Like, hey man, So
send all your dick pics over to
Z-Bird.
Yeah. You're welcome. It's good traffic, huh?
Yeah.
There's only one grease trap really getting cleaned out by
Z-Bird, the gay icon.
Yeah.
Do you think Coach Mike is kind of pissed? Like he probably thought in August during training camp he'd be the most famous Mike in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
turns out not so much.
Yeah, well, like Sydney Sweeney did not ask him to clean out her grease trap. So, like, I definitely have that above when we do our Netflix documentary. Like, it's going to be called "Being a Mike from Greenfield," and it's going to be me and Mike.
Yeah, right. Even Greenfield, he got even famous one from Greenfield. I forgot about that part. That's Greenfield Mike. Nope. Yeah, so it's like, Z-Bird. Sorry, Bob. Going to win a Super Bowl. Big fucking deal.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, once he wins the Super Bowl, he's going to surpass me. You know what I mean? But like, for this year, at least till like they get on a roll to the first regular season.
Before preseason this summer, Mike Zydel's king.
Yeah, but I mean that's so huge for this. I mean, I'm excited about the season. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do. I don't take anything preseason, but like the first preseason game this year was fucking awesome. I don't know if you've watched it.
I didn't watch shit.
Yeah, I know you didn't. I mean, dude, they were scoring a ton of points. It was by far, in my opinion, the most exciting preseason game I've ever seen.
I can't.
Literally came down to the last play of the game, and the dude ran in. The thing about preseason is like, if you're in field goal range and you could tie the game, they don't do it because they don't care. So like they just went for it, and the quarterback ended up running in for like 20-some yards. So that was pretty sweet. But okay, Little Debbie delivery driver in Washington County is accused of selling the snacks for cash at flea markets then submitting fake invoices to make them look like stores had received the products. Police say the scheme cost the company more than $17,000, and the driver is now facing charges including forgery, theft, and fraud. Like $17,000.
How long do you think he was going to get away with this?
I mean, but let's be honest. Like when I hear of a company getting frauded, and then they're like, it was for $17,000.
When you could write this off.
Well,
I'm
nowadays that's like 20 zebra cakes. That's
yeah. I'm like, dude, come on.
I'll
dude.
take a Swiss cake roll though.
Yeah.
He looks like holy shit. I thought at one glance, what's the coach from Friday Night Lights? The TV show? I looked at quick glance. I'm like, he could play him in a movie.
Kind of like a chubbier one? Maybe?
Yeah, like the one who fell off the wagon that's on drugs or drunk and selling Little Debbie's on the black market. But
Thursday, Steelers' first preseason game against the Packers. McCarthy says he's worried about pre-snap penalties and execution of heavy installation schemes. Like, how are we feeling about the team? Well, I think we just kind of went over that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I just never, the older I get, the less I care about preseason.
I've never been in a preseason. It's just such a bore. I can't stand it.
Well, here's the thing, too. I think a big reason this year I'm a little bit less interested in the preseason is because the Pirates were, and I still are, in somewhat contention. We're on a downward slide, but I feel like we were so hot, so exciting, and our bats were on fire. Like, we were putting up so many runs, then we kind of started slumping with the bats, and the pitching started. It was just like,
they break our heart every time.
I know, but this has been the farthest in a while that they've been in it still. Like, usually by All-Star break, they're done.
How long ago do you think
that's giving them a lot of credit? All-Star break.
By the Pirates?
Yeah.
The Cueto year.
Mm.
I remember that. I was sober for that.
All-Star break. Sometimes they don't make it to June.
Right.
The All-Star break's giving them a lot of fucking credit.
And my whole thing was like a big take that we were getting from local was trade scheme train, and here's the thing about that. And I made a little video talking about this, but you what do you get back for Skeens? You ain't getting fucking Paul Skeens in return for Paul. Okay, he might be a little bit tired, might be a little bit worn out. I get that. But if we can hang on to him for one more year with the people we got in place, because I feel like we did make some good moves and we got some decent backs. They tried to go out and get people. They got the Ozuna. Didn't work out. He's fucking gone. But then we had that Valdez dude really step up. Lowe's was cranking dingers this year. We had, Reynolds is having a good year. Jake Magnum's having a good year. Connor Griffin.
You're trying is good, at least. Not just dumping people like they used to do. You got Skeen's a big name. He's doing good shit. Keep him around.
Dude, and
what are you going to get? Younger prospects that aren't as good, that aren't as popular, that ain't getting people asses in the seat. Right. I mean, it would be, like you said, you're 100% right with that. There's nothing that they could get from him that's going to make it worthwhile.
No,
like when he used to talk about trading Malcolm back in the day. What the fuck do you think you're going to get that's going to be just as good?
Yeah.
There's nothing.
And it's like, and the thing with Skeens, it's like people overthink, we're not going to be, I get it, we're not going to be able to keep him, but we're able to keep him now. Keep him as long as you can fucking keep him.
You sure shit ain't going to, obviously if you trade him, you don't keep him, but I'm saying you're surrounded and by him, your team gets better, maybe you can keep him.
Keep him,
maybe you get some more money to fucking spend some fucking money to win some games to get some other people to do it.
If it goes an arbitration, if they have to go to an arbitration hearing, to put that down, you're gonna get fucked. You're gonna have to pay him, whatever, probably $38 million a year.
When he wants to go, he's gone. When he wants the paycheck, he's gone. He don't seem to be too unhappy here. Why the fuck would you swap that around?
Well, I don't think he's that kind of guy. I'll be honest.
That's what I'm saying.
I just think he's the kind of guy that keeps things to himself. In the back of his head, I think with the year,
it'd be hard to turn down that paycheck. I mean, he knows what he can get.
Well, that's what. So the big thing is,
how long can you stay loyal?
They want
that ain't going to pay you,
but they want to put a salary cap on baseball teams, which is unheard of in baseball because it's the highest paying sport. You know what I mean? Besides basketball, and it's dudes like Skeens who are coming up on a big the contract of his life.
They get strike now.
They're saying. They're probably going to strike next year. Because, these dudes have been getting all this money for years, and now you're going to try to put a salary.
I meant strike, Skeen's going to strike now on the big contract, not the league, the player's going to strike. I meant,
yeah.
you got to get that contract now, because if they do come with a cap, it's going to say pay out existing contracts. This is on future contracts.
Right.
So you want to get the payday now.
Well, what will happen
you think
is
that's even coming down the pipe.
well, no, I think what will happen is the players will sit out.
Sure.
This
Well,
will,
wouldn't you? I mean, you
Yeah.
can't blame them.
right. The players will sit
Yeah.
out. And I mean, and like it happened before, Major League went on strike.
Yeah,
before.
what was it, in the 90s or something?
And what did they do? Did they bring in players to play,
I don't think so.
or did they just play a shorter season?
I don't remember.
I don't
Remember Deion Sanders. I just remember a Saturday Night Live skit about it or something. It was like Deion Sanders was like, "Come on, guys, we got to hold out on the baseball strike," and then he's on the phone like, "Yeah, I'll be a football team," because he didn't care because he was playing both. It was like, "Come on, we can hold out, guys," and the other players are supposed to be pretending to be broke. So it was when? What? That was 90s was when it happened.
Yeah, that was wild. We'll probably,
I couldn't tell you the year, but
I mean, talking about like Ohtani, the way he plays, hitting and pitching, we'll never see that again. We'll never see a two-sport player again. Yeah,
hey, never say never.
I'd love to.
Yeah,
I mean, I was excited. I mean, that made me a fan of Deion. Just 'cause I thought it was so cool.
but no, I just
Bo Jackson.
yeah. But who's gonna? You can't miss that baseball paycheck to risk getting hurt in football. It ain't worth the money now.
Right.
Or I think maybe it is too demanding. But never say never. But you're going to be a long time.
Well,
he said there would never be another triple crown. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
There's shit.
Well, he was the like you watch like the one documentary. He was the dude who started getting cornerbacks the high paid money.
Yeah.
Like he started that.
Yeah. Deion.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, I mean,
With his little shuffle.
Yeah. Yeah. Shaw out there, boy, Pittsburgh Scanner, Greenfield Beach Boulevard callers at a red light and said she saw someone in the other lane sleeping at the wheel. She woke him up and he drove away. Said comment. I guess he's considered a light sleeper.
Do you guys see a lot of that in Greenfield? People sleeping at lights, or is that
Not
a
as
rare
much.
occasion?
I mean, it's one of that's more.
You never fell asleep at a red light before?
Not what?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm
Dude,
usually not driving, so
I'll tell you this. Like, I had to pull over the other day. Like, I was working here on Saturday night. I worked Friday night, got up early Saturday, ran around all day, and then came here, worked from 9 to 2, went home. Dude, I was coming up home, get across the high level bridge. I'm going up that hill in Homestead, and dude, like, I literally could feel myself dozing off.
Yeah.
And I was like, I pulled over, and I was like, man,
You had
it
jumping
scared
jacks or something.
scared the fuck out of me, dude. Because like, and there was one time, but like that was scary shit. You know what I mean?
I did that once. I was driving. We were working at Pitt Greensburg. I
Yeah.
used to do the flooring. And then, so that's Route 30. There's like, you would go to Parkway to Turnpike, Route 30, and it was a ways out, Route 30.
Yeah.
So I'm driving, and next thing I know, I look up, and I'm at St. Vincent's. So I went way past Pitt Greensburg. I drove for like 30 miles. I didn't remember none of it. I woke up and I'm like, where the fuck am I? I was terrified. Then I turned around to backtrack, and I'm like, dude, I drove this far and don't remember none of it. Like,
That's
I was
crazy.
out. Like, how dangerous is
So
that? I
there
was
was-
fucking
Wow.
terrified.
So there was like, I mean,
It took
there
me, I had to call a guy
so-
like I was working with. Like, it took me a half hour to backtrack.
was- So
Like,
you drove 30 miles. So in that time, there's like turns,
stoplights.
What? So
You know-
you were just like you kind of like were out of it.
I have no idea.
Dude.
And I wasn't even hungover. I was just like lack of sleep. I don't know what the fuck.
a guy I know, I'm friends with, something like that happened to him. Where like
Muscle memory.
he
or
was
something.
driving and came to, didn't know his own name, didn't know it. They said he had like a mini seizure.
Yeah.
Didn't realize it. But I mean, I've had a seizure in real life. Like, that's scary shit.
Yeah.
Like, you kind of come to and you're like, oh my, like, you don't know your fucking name. You don't know anything. And like, that was when I was drinking heavy and all that. But like, that was the scariest thing that ever happened to me, was having a seizure, waking up, and you don't know why you're in a hospital. You're like,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
you're like, how the fuck did I get here?
Like, I've been hungover and was falling asleep at the wheel before, like just being tired in the morning. But that particular time, I think I was just fat and just tired. And like,
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe I had low sugar at the time or
Yeah.
something. I was just falling asleep on the way to
Right.
work.
Because
Well,
you
I
had to
remember
be.
Back in the day when I was real hungover, like in my 20s, I was doing the window cleaning. Probably went to work with no sleep. Might have been doing other things.
Yeah.
Like the guy I was working with, all of a sudden he's yelling at me. He said, "You fucking fat prick! You fell asleep at a red light." He brought out a safety pin. He said, "You do it again, I'll fucking stab you in the leg." I was up the rest of the day,
Yeah.
but that was hangover city, and I was just sitting at the light, like tired,
And it was when it used to get me when I'd be working outside all day and we get in the truck to go home. As soon as I hit that air conditioner.
Or the heat. Same thing in the winter. If you're working on the cold, the heat hits you.
And I was working with Shirley doing concrete. Like, he'd be like jackhammering concrete all day. At that time I was on drugs. And as soon as we get in the truck, he was like, dude, I know you're. I'm like, no, I wish I was high. If I was high, I'd be talking. Like, I'm dope sick. Like, I'm beginning to get sick. By the way, I need to borrow $20.
Back in the veins.
Yeah, can I get a little advance? Lawrenceville, Hatfield Street. Caller said her grandma was trying to quit smoking and is relapsing so hard she is smoking her nicotine patch. I don't know how possible it is. I mean,
wouldn't you be better off chewing them or something?
Or
yeah,
like even just sucking on them. Maybe
Yeah,
I feel like ingesting those would like destroy you. Like maybe just sucking on it.
Yeah,
smoking them is going to cause some major chemical.
that ain't the same, man.
It'll put a hole in your life.
Yeah. You won't be able to breathe, that's for sure. I mean,
10 times the damage.
It ain't going to be as enjoyable as a cigarette.
Sheridan Hotsley Street caller is an Uber driver. Said the passenger just got naked in the back of his car. It matters. It makes a big difference,
right?
Male or female.
Good looking, fat.
Right. If you're a dude driving, and it's a hot chick. Like,
I think you can guess what's going on there, right?
Yeah, the odds are
clearly
it's a chick.
it's a hot chick and naked. You're just taking pictures and posting it.
Yeah.
If I wanted to eat their grease trap.
Right.
Yeah. More likely 2 eggs and a hanky.
Yeah, this is gross.
Dude, I'll tell you, I had a weird experience.
This is where they're going to charge the $300 extra for the cleaning of the back seat, probably, right? What do you call it? The deposit?
Yeah, for ball sweat.
They didn't spill a drink, but they spilled their ass juice everywhere, or whatever. It's your shit stains on my seat. You're definitely getting charged with $300 for your car.
Downtown, 439 Wood Street, Pittsburgh police. Went off. Okay. Substation said that she had misplaced her crack cocaine and she wants help finding it. I think you smoked it. There's the comment. Like if you're downtown and you have crack, you probably don't have that much crack, and there's a real good chance you smoked it. Like, crack's one of them drugs where you do it, and once it's gone, you start looking for it, like thinking. You'll trick yourself into that you drop
it's
crack.
Like wishful thinking.
Yeah, like, I know I dropped a little piece of crack on the floor. And you're like looking at it.
Clearly you're high if you're calling the cops to find your illegal drugs.
Which is the drugs that make you want to engage more of police officers? Isn't one of the drugs make you more like the
special K shit or something?
Or like heroin or something? Like what pulls somebody interacting with cops when they're like...
I've never heard of that.
No, not good ones.
I mean, if you're drunk, if you're on heroin, you might be more like
do some blow. You might want to talk to somebody and think you're getting
but I think
they won't know you're high. I just need to talk to this guy and ask quick.
But you be paranoid.
Take the chip out. Take it easy. You're on 3rd Street.
Yeah, but you're like super paranoid. I have never heard of a drug, Larry, that makes you want to talk.
Usually that ruins.
Well, I feel like I see like people on drugs, like certain drugs, they'll walk right up to a cop and start engaging.
That's just stupid people.
I guess.
Because usually when you see the cops and you're on drugs, it ruins the drugs.
Or like if you don't have any drugs on you. Nowadays, like I don't even know what the fuck they arrest you for. I mean, dude, I don't know what people are on right now, but like it's not everywhere. But like I've seen a few recently where people were like. They're like locked in a position, like hunched over.
Oh yeah, I saw a girl at a bus stop on her phone.
That's fucking sad.
Her phone was touching the sidewalk.
It's fucking sad.
Not far away from it.
Did you see the scanner? Didn't you get sent a scanner for Pull Show or something?
Yeah, we talked about that one a couple episodes, or like because it was from like 6 months ago about the saving group. You can refresh on it.
No, you didn't think it was worthy.
Yeah.
I'll let Kelly know if she listens.
No, I just remember you guys.
I think you're right.
Talking about it.
Because I heard about that.
Yeah, the Colton Polish show.
Or I think maybe I sent it and you didn't put it on twice, maybe. But whatever. Okay.
Let's jump into some voicemails.
All right, boys. We got 4 voicemails this month.
What up, boys? It's Iron from Florida. Listen, a little disappointed there was no show last week. Then I heard Bauman on the radio talking about Z-Bird killing it. So it's really not too surprising. Seemingly, I guess Z-Bird's throat was probably pretty beat up. Anyways, keep it up.
That was voicemail number 1.
So
keep it up,
you were
Z-Bird.
talking a lot, right? Like,
not because he was cleaning out grease traps with
Yeah.
I think he's like saying like I was like, yeah.
You're too busy talking, like your throat gets sore.
Going on shows.
That's always
telling everyone
eating
your
hamburgers. I
business.
never go there.
Right.
All right, here's voicemail number 2.
Hey boys, it's Eagle Tits. So besides drugs and alcohol, what's your go-to thing to de-stress after a hard day? Thanks. Bye.
Dude, I mean, some coos. Grease trap, dude. Or, I mean, I'd say, honestly, what I do, play some video games.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's how I wind down.
I don't drink too much at home these days. Like I'll drink out with friends, but like I'll instantly just go towards the weed whenever I'm like after a long day of work, and I feel like I need other things.
Can't
to
get drug tested.
Well, my boss doesn't care.
Yeah, I jack off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
That's
does
not
too,
de-stressing anymore.
It's like a cup of coffee in the morning. It peps you up.
Doggy style a lot lately with the old lady, but you know she's unavailable or whatever. You know. I fuck myself.
Yeah.
Mike, hey Stanton, Arwen. Actually, Kenny, I got something for you. Whoever the fuck drives 67 bus route in the city, tell them to learn how to fucking turn. Ain't no one got time to back up fucking 6 miles because you don't know how to turn your shit. And don't talk to me because I got my CDL. I got my Class A. I drive through the city all the time in a big ass truck. Learn how to fucking turn. Tell them motherfuckers. All right, peace out.
Okay, I'll look into that. You got it.
Because we all know every bus driver.
Dude, that is an assumption. Like anytime there's like any question with the bus, it's like, yeah, Kenny knows it. You know what I mean?
You guys didn't know there was only one bus station?
Couldn't notice 67 is a bus route from East Liberty.
There you go.
Could have been me. Could have been me. Fuck you. Back up and stop parking past the line.
All right. Voicemail number 4. Well, I guess Gary doesn't get a voicemail this week because the voicemail didn't play.
All right, everybody. If you want to call and you want to leave a voicemail, call 412-438-8358. That's 412-438-8358. We'll be right back with more Greenfields Finest podcast. We'd like to welcome Rebecca Siegel and Artem Kovalevsky team. Welcome aboard. Real estate moguls. If you need to buy, sell, rent, lease, whatever, I'm telling you, call them at 412-736-4470. I knew this dude, he didn't have nowhere to live. You know, he put out a ton of money, find him a house in 17 minutes. I knew an old lady up in Spore Hill. She was like, hey, my God, I'm getting ready to die. I need to sell my house and I'll lose it. My kids can get the money. Boom, sold in 14 minutes. So if you need your house sold, you need to find somewhere to live, call Rebecca Siegel and Artem Kovalevsky team at 412-736-4470. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my Greenfields Finest podcast. It's time to talk about Corn Dick of the Week. Z-Bird, who'd be corn dicking?
Oh, Z-Bird, who'd be corn dicking. Sorry, I dropped the ball.
A Kansas City man spent 8 hours trapped inside the waste tank of a porta-john. Workers doing a routine inspection found the porta-john locked and called police. But when they opened it, it looked completely empty until the man's head suddenly popped up through the toilet bowl saying, I'm in here. Firefighters eventually had to cut the porta-john apart to free him and hose him down. The man got stuck after crawling in to retrieve a Mountain Dew bottle he had dropped. So I'm going to go on. So hearing that makes me think of that movie Train Spotting, where a dude drops the drugs in the toilet and like goes swimming after it. I have a feeling that that's not what he dropped.
Yeah, it wasn't a Mountain Dew bottle.
I think it was like some crack. Like a bag of crack, a bag of heroin.
Yeah.
Bag of something. There's no fucking way. Mountain Dew, you just go get another one.
Right.
But if you have, say you were going to get high, I can almost see what happened. You're getting high in the porta-john. You drop your drugs in the shitter while you're getting high. It's exactly what happened.
Porta-john is gone. I mean, it's it. I dropped a bag once in the toilet after I was done pissing in it. And it was in a bar, so it wasn't just my piss in there. And the bag was open. So you picture you're in a stall. You have a bag open in the stall. You know what you're doing, you know?
Yeah.
But it dropped so quick, and I got it out so quick, the open bag saved the drugs.
Yeah.
So I had to wash my hands afterwards. But, there was bing, bing. I mean, you talking reflexes. Like, it hit the water.
Yeah.
It was gross. I'm not proud of it.
Yeah.
But
Not
the funny part is, no, drugs were safe. But the bag was open, so that's what I'm saying. So think how quick it landed.
You had to put it in a new.
But yeah, then it was on the cellophane or something. I think I wrapped it back in cellophane, but no, because for some reason, whatever, I kept the bag. I don't know if I had anything in it because I had to finish what was in there. But because the next day, I had the bag was empty on the table, and my buddy woke up and he's like, "Oh, what's this bag from last night?" And he was licking it. I said, "Dude, no!" So that's why I don't know why I kept the bag. I should have put it in something else. Maybe I must have already used the cellophane or something.
Yeah,
so I didn't have no choice. So yeah, my friend started looking. I was, "Dude, you can't." He's like, "Oh fuck, it was good." Like he's like, "His lips are numb." But he was like, I said, "Oh my god, dude, I don't even want to tell you, but don't." It was like
you
too late.
tell him or no?
Yeah. He had already licked it. It was too late, and then it was hilarious for me.
Brother Norton's Kenny, watching any movies lately?
Yeah, them boys went through a few good ones this week. I got to pull it up. They did. Let's see. Have it here. They did. Well, Clerks 2, I'd never seen it until they did it. I rewatched it.
Yeah.
So I watched it for the first time. Clerks 2, never saw it.
Some might
But then
say
they
it's better
did
than the first.
Kingpin, which is an absolute classic. One of my favorites. Point Break, classic.
Yeah.
Utah, Give Me Two. And Talladega Nights. So they did 3 in a row. They're pretty fantastic for me. And Clerks 2 was new. I watched it. I didn't hate it.
Yeah.
You know.
I will say one thing I watched this week for the first time. I never watched the original Dawn of the Dead before. I've been going through all those movies. I think I actually like it better than that Zack Snyder one from like the early 2000s. Like I like the characters better.
So we got any favorite lines from Kingpin or
dude? So Kingpin,
I'm full of them too.
Well, see, the thing was, I don't know if it's because it's older or but Kingpin is like probably my favorite movie. Like one of Kingpin and Tropic Thunder are my two favorite comedies, and it's just like, and they're definitely two different eras. But I felt like
they're two different styles, but both great.
Both fucking. I mean, Kingpin. Just like
what is it about good sex makes me take a crap?
Yeah, I love whenever Bill Murray is like takes him up to that bowling alley. And he goes, and like he ends up putting the sugar in his tank and fucks him over.
The whole thing's just so good.
And when he's pretending to adopt the kids, he's doing the commercial, and he got his hand up the hot mom's ass.
Sometimes in the morning, Bigger it's still there.
Yeah,
Cracken's right over there. It's a Kingpin. You can watch it tonight after you've seen it 100 times, and you'd still find something new that's funny in it.
I thought that girl in Kingpin was the hottest girl ever.
Yeah,
I had such a crush on her. She was actually like a penthouse model.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I can't believe I never said whatsoever her name is naked. I can't believe I've never done it.
She was
she has been naked.
Yeah, she's been naked. She was in a Penthouse or a Playboy or something.
I wonder what she looks like now.
Penthouse was a little bit more risque.
Penthouse was like open legs.
Yeah, they showed
right
vagina. Yeah, you could see her kidney.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
So I remember I'd seen Playboys when I was like 12, 13. And then I remember I seen a Penthouse, and I was like, "Whoa! Like this is a lot
way better." Yeah,
I'm going to be honest.
Playboy went for more famous people that you wanted to see,
but yeah,
Penthouse was good for the jacket.
You're right. It was more graphic.
Not that
it
you
was
more, jacket to
yeah. Right. But to me, it kind of like I don't know. It's the way Playboy did it with the pictures and the famous chicks. I kind of liked it, but like once I got a Penthouse, I was like, "Oh, this is definitely way better." Because there was they always had the one scene where it was an actual sex scene, and they had it like played out in the Penthouse. And like Playboy had nothing like that.
No. And then after a while, you find out that it was airbrushed in Playboy. Like, come on, it's so fake. But
what was
I had a Penthouse for years when I was a kid. It was like it wasn't even like a issued one where a lot of advertisements. This was like a top 5 specialty, like anniversary version.
Yeah,
it was very little advertising, and it was all just pictures. It was like 5 different centerfolds put together that I went through. I kept that one for years, kept it neat, no wrinkles on the pages. It was like under the mattress in a prime condition for years.
The best Playboys, I found it by accident. So when you were a kid, I don't know if they still sell them at like the bookstores, like Barnes & Noble, but you could get.
There's even a paper version anymore.
I don't know either. But Playboy used to have once in a while come up with Playboy's book of lingerie, and every page was a picture. Every page was naked. Every page was a picture, and you could. I mean, when you're 13 and you see that,
work through that in a weekend.
Oh my gosh! I mean, dude, I remember like I just was like dehydrated, laying there one day, like I couldn't move. Like, like stop jacking off so much because, like, dude, I had like I found that, and then like I had no energy for like a week. I was just like defeated.
Drank all the orange juice in the house.
Oh yeah. A 162-year-old bottle of Guinness was recovered from an 1864 shipwreck off the coast of England, and scientists are now studying the ancient yeast or DNA that could reveal how Guinness was brewed during the Victorian era, maybe even help recreate the beer. I don't know why I decided to read that one. Do you guys think Guinness tasted better or worse 160 years ago? I don't know how it could taste any worse.
I was going to say the same thing. I couldn't agree more. I fucking hate Guinness.
I know, is it someone who drank all the time? I thought Guinness was disgusting, and I felt like people would.
Mud.
I felt
Tastes
like
like mud.
people would lie when they said they liked the taste.
I never really got the whole stout.
It's terrible.
People were like, "Oh, this is good beer." I'm like, this is like when we were like 15, like drinking in the woods. I'm like,
no,
it ain't.
no. Give me Milwaukee's best.
Yeah, Milwaukee's best ice all day.
And you do car bombs before? The car bombs with the Guinness. That don't ain't bad because it takes it away from the taste of Guinness.
Yeah.
You know, those I did, but I was so hesitant to do them for years because I'm like, I hate Guinness. I don't even want to have to chug a half a glass of it. I'm going to puke. And finally, I got bullied into it. And I'm like, oh, you're right. This wasn't bad. The car bomb.
Yeah.
But I'd be like, no, I'll stay sober.
Yeah, if I drink
Guinness,
2 Guinnesses straight, like at the speed of a normal beer,
Terrible.
I'm just going to want to vomit.
No, it's terrible.
All right, buddy, we'll take a quick commercial break. Be right back. More Greenfields Fast Podcast. Pub in the Park. It's over in Swiss Helm Park. It's a great place. We've hung out. We've been here many a time.
I love pub
your
in the
local
park.
joint.
Yeah, I can
It's
walk
over
to
in
it.
Swiss
Walk
Helm
home,
Park.
even better.
Bomb food. We've done shows over there. Great environment. But as far as like neighborhood bars go, I would say it's probably up there as one of the best neighborhood
For
bars.
sure.
If you've never been to Pub in the Park, you got to check them out and let them know Greenfield's Finest Podcast sent you. Keep your car in tip-top shape with Meineke Car Care. 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin, PA. They handle everything, not just oil changes. They do brakes, exhaust, repairs, tires, tune-ups, batteries, and more. 412-451-8968 and tell them Greenfield Finest Podcast sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield Finest Podcast. We're about to jump to what's grinding our gears. Kenny, what's grinding them gears?
This is a pretty good one. I think I said it to Shuley. I hope I didn't repeat myself. Off the air last time. But like on the bus, you get a call. Traffic says, be on the lookout. In Oakland, like by Presby, somebody obviously got a Western side. Dude said,
Yeah.
you know, it's a 18-year-old black male in a red long sleeve shirt and white underwear. So I'm like, okay, you know, I was on my way back to the garage already, but that's a funny one. Then in my head, I'm like, I want to call in and say, I saw someone, but they look to be about 35, not 17. But you're a professional, you don't do it.
Yeah.
So I thought a little dickhead joke to do. Then no bullshit. No sooner than I thought that dumb thing in my head, someone got on and asked, honest to God, they got on their ear and said, Is that person wearing shoes? And I'm like, even the person, the supervisor of traffic was like, they were like, did you see someone with a red shirt and white underwear? Like, you needed more of a description? Like, what the fuck's the matter with you? Even the traffic said, did you see the guy?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I can't believe someone really called in with a serious question. Like, red long sleeve shirt and white underwear walking in Oakland.
Yeah.
I asked for real, are they wearing shoes? Like, you needed more of a description.
What Western Psych? It ain't like you can just walk out of it. So like that, to me, that's wild that someone got
They
out.
could have gone out of a regular hospital and had their hit their head or something. That's not necessarily Western Psych. Western Psych, they might have been in a gun actually or something.
Yeah.
Probably was someone that just left the hospital.
Right.
Drugged. Who knows?
You never know. Like, right. If you're a younger kid or like an 18-year-old and they're holding you there and you're like, I'm out of here.
My friend, did you ever fuck with colada pins?
Yeah.
They forgot pins, they call them, right?
Yeah.
I got a buddy who remained nameless. But anyways, he said he took forgot pins. You know, he was in the car with his buddy. He said his buddy got a DUI. He woke up in the hospital with unknown male on his bracelet. And he's like, fuck. And he's like to the nurse, like, am I in trouble here? She's like, you see any cops here? He's like, no. So he found his pants and shit in the hospital room and took the IV out and just dipped.
Yeah.
He said it was Saturday morning. He said, I went to the pit tailgate. My fucking hospital guy, he knew people where everyone tailgated every week. Like, blacked out. Then he talked to his buddy. Like, I don't know what happened. The cops told me that my friend was unresponsive. That's why I took you to the hospital because you were forgot pins. Just passed out, couldn't wake him up. His friend got the DUI. I don't know if he was pulled over or was driving and got pulled over. Like, neither of them know what happened. His friend just knows that he got DUI. And that's how they pieced the story together. That happened.
I woke up one time in a jail in West Virginia and I didn't know what happened. And like, they wouldn't let me out. And because the cop, it was like a sheriff, and he ended up telling me, like, You try to steal beer from a convenience store at 2:30 in the morning. He's like, I'll let you go, but someone got to come get you. I ain't just letting you walk out of here. We know where to go. Luckily, my ex-girlfriend at the time was going to West Virginia, was down there. She came and got me out at least. And then like my buddy Stutch, I went and met up with him. And I had a lot of friends on WVU. So luckily I ended up being all right. But that was, I remember waking up not like, how the fuck did I get here? He's like, you tried stealing beer. And my buddies from Pittsburgh were like laughing. They left me there. I'm not saying, I mean, what were they going to do? Stay there all night? You know, but like they left. And they said like the store clerk that tackled me was like 80 years old. They said like I was just like stumbling out of the store like I was like carrying a football like I made it. And this old like 80-year-old clerk just tackled me. And I was just like, yeah. And then the next thing I woke up in jail. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, that sucks. Waking up in jail. I know you got there.
I heard gear grinder. Yeah. So Mom, like we got our one neighbors I think are stealing our Wi-Fi because like I could look on the thing and see that there was devices on there that weren't in my house. You know what I mean? I'm like trying to figure it out. Like, wait a minute, how is this on my thing?
Yeah.
And then like now I had to like go change the passcode, change everything, and dude, it was a fucking nightmare. And like I don't know if they were on there because like someone was like, dude, that could happen by accident. But I'm like, how would they have known the password? They're like, dude, people know how to do that shit. They didn't break in your house, and it's not hard. You know what I mean? But I'm thinking
slipped in somehow.
I'm like, dude, if I'm upstairs, sometimes I have bad reception. How the fuck are they getting good reception?
Right.
Being all the way next door.
Or that's why you have bad reception because they're clogging up the works.
Right. Maybe you're right, but we switch everything around. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
Like, I seen it. I looked on my thing, and it would tell you the devices, and I'm like, we don't have one of those.
Right.
In the right way. And I was like,
should be two phones and like your fucking PlayStation or something. Right?
Well, see, yeah, PlayStation, the Alexa. I didn't know, it was all that shit. But then, like, it was another phone. I'm like, wait a minute, why is there another phone? You know, it was a phone that we didn't own. That was for sure. That's all I got. All right, buddy, we'll take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with more Greenfields Finest Podcast. This week, we'd like to thank our sponsor, Capizzuto's Pizza at 422 Greenfield Avenue. They've been supporting our show since the very beginning. They have some of the best pizza in Pittsburgh. And give them a call, 412-521-6570. You can also Google Capizzuto's Pizza and check out their menu. Check out our sponsor, Monty Rabner at Rabner & Rabner Law. You're looking for a lawyer for anything. Accident, sold some drugs, medical malpractice, fuck top dog, call Monty Rabner. And give them a call, 421-765-2500. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfields Finest Podcast. Real quick, this Saturday, August 15th, I'll be at the Iron City Comedy Festival at Pittsburgh Brewing Company in Creighton, PA. It's the first festival of its kind in Pittsburgh. There's going to be like all kind of stuff going on featuring top Pittsburgh comics, national touring comics, 3 stages. There's even going to be a tomato throwing stage, food trucks, plenty to drink. You can find tickets at etix.com by searching Iron City Comedy Fest or message us on Facebook or Instagram to get a direct link. All right, now we're about to jump into What Would Greenfield Do?
What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop. This debate pops up on the internet pretty regularly. What color notebook did you use for each subject when you were in school? Example, some people said they used blue for math. Others say they used red. Dude, I never did that.
Was that as much of a thing? Like you guys grew up in...
I feel like I use green for history because I don't know why.
Or
like geography.
I have no idea what this.
None.
I don't know if this is like more of a thing that popped up in like the early 2000s or late 90s.
Yeah.
But like I see people throw. I feel like there's only answer is red is math, green is science, blue is social studies,
green is
yellow
science.
Is right.
You're right. Not history. You're right. Green would be science.
Or like English is yellow.
Yeah. So this is actually a bad question. what Steeler player would be the best to have a sports biopic made for? You think about something like this. You got to think about someone who like partied. You know what I mean? Like who had like
what's his name? AB.
Dude, I honestly think that might be the best
would be
one.
A wild one.
Dude, I think that's
the most fucking clusterfuck of a one.
I mean, dude,
it ain't necessarily good for sports, but for entertainment.
See, my mind went towards more of a cleaner one where it's like I think
like a sports one,
like a Rocky Blyer because it can start in like Vietnam,
and
then build yourself up to like the
right, but not
70s
clicks
Steelers.
You know what? You're right, Larry. Rocky Bladder being in Vietnam, that'd be great.
Kind of add some extra levels to it.
But that the AB one, touch on that briefly. Bob Pompiani, they were talking about AB, and they were like, "Oh, you ever think he'll never make it in the Pro Football Hall of Fame?" Bob Pompiani was like, "If I had a vote, I would vote for him to go into the Hall of Fame." And Pomp's like a pretty level-headed guy, and his reasoning made perfect sense. He said, "On-field performance, no wide receiver had a better 6-year run than he did, coming out as a 6th-round draft pick too. So that adds to
true.
That adds.
That's all. But
But then
politics are involved. No,
right?
So he's fucked himself.
You don't know. You really don't. Like, well, here's the crazy thing: Belichick didn't get in.
Right.
So, like, they play politics, like, definitely, because, like, oh, you got caught. I think it should be the best of the best. If you can't tell me that Bill Belichick doesn't deserve to be in the Hall of Fame, that's fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
That's insane. He's
all. I mean, Belichick won because he married a young broad or something. You could see how AB could embarrass.
No, they're talking about Belichick.
I'm saying Belichick, there's no excuse not to have him.
No, what they're saying.
What did he do to
the whole cheating scam?
Oh, right.
Oh,
yeah. It has nothing to do with getting the young broad.
No, I know that. I thought maybe like embarrassed. Like
they don't care about that.
But that's why AB isn't in. It's because of the way he acted after his career.
Well,
but that makes total sense.
I don't even know if AB's been out long enough to even be considered for the Hall. I think if that be,
I don't think AB's going to ever overcome.
Well, the problem was, the way he left the field,
right,
that day is going to, I don't know how you can, but if you look at they're starting to call it the Hall of Very Good. And because they're like, dude, like somebody like baseball, especially Harold Baines gone in, and a lot of people won't know who that is, but he was good, but you're like, dude, he wasn't one of the best players of all time. I mean, people don't know who the fuck he is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never heard him.
Yeah, so actually, I think it would be Harold Raines. I might even know fucking name on. So I'm just saying, like, I think the guy, I think AB. If you're doing it on football, 1,000% should make the Hall of Fame. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I know everyone fights for Hines Ward. I would love to see Hines Ward get it.
I think he'll get him something.
But like, if you were like, who's a better wide receiver? I think AB was a better wide receiver. Now, better teammate, better. Yeah, I think Hines Ward did better everything. Like,
I don't know. That's hard just to be. What do you call it? Fair on that one, just because I love Hines Ward, so
right.
I can't separate it.
And the thing is, Hines Ward played differently, and Hines Ward was like a quarterback. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it was like, for him to come in and play wide receiver and everything like that, it was just it was like a really cool story. But like, he played so tough. Like, he wasn't the biggest guy, but he was so fucking clutch. We had some really good, great Steelers.
Is there ever like with the Hall of Fame? Is there like a time limit of like how long someone's been out before they? If someone get brought in,
you got to be retired 5 years.
Like if someone's like 20 years later, can they then be brought in?
There's no time limit after. You have to be out 5 years before you can get in.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of people, as soon as they're eligible, they're in.
I mean, this year,
where hockey waived it for like Gretzky and Lemieux. But it's the same with Hockey Hall of Fame, I believe. I think those got that type of caliber. But I don't know if football does that at all. For
no, because Brady's still not.
Yeah.
But you got to look at like this year.
But it's 5 years.
I thought this year was a really good class of Hall of Fame. You had Larry Fitzgerald. You had Adam Vinatieri. I mean, arguably the best kicker ever. Drew Brees. You know what I mean? Larry Fitzgerald, like, stayed with the same team, put up phenomenal numbers, and really only had a good quarterback a short period of time, Kurt Warner. When they went to the Super Bowl, they really only had a good quarterback for a real little bit of time. Other than that, like, he didn't have the best quarterbacks, and like, he's still
Kurt Warner. And speaking of people, is he in?
Yeah,
he made it. Yeah, well deserved too.
Yeah, crazy. His life story is crazy. So I know it's a weird episode there, everybody. We're missing a couple people. Story on the Sydney Sweeney thing, trying to get everyone caught up. Next episode we'll be back up to speed, but everyone keep checking out the videos on Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe to that. Also, grab your tickets for my headlining appearance at the Pittsburgh Improv October 14th. That link should be up.
Hey, that's a big deal, though, Z-Bird.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yeah,
on
congratulations,
that.
man.
Yeah, that was huge. I mean, like, dude, to be from Pittsburgh, like, that's like to be
Big deal.
That's like the one thing you always want.
Yeah,
like,
fucking right.
So
Picture the first time you're up there with your notebook reading your shit. Now you're fucking
right.
Now you're there.
Yeah,
Top of the world, man. Yeah.
So
That's why Shirley and Rosato didn't even show up. They're too intimidating.
Yeah. So, well, I appreciate that, Kenny. Everyone have a great week, folks, and remember, Greenfield loves you. We're out.